Morning, friends. Pastor Al. It's Tuesday, July 15th. This week we're talking about Joshua. Uh, One of the first obstacles Joshua faced as he became the commander in chief and leader of the Israelites was the Jordan River. They had to cross the river to get into the promised land. And, it's one of those things, when you face a challenge in life, what do? Well, the best thing to do is lean on God, trust God will provide a way. And God did it for Joshua. He parted the sea, the Jordan River, just like he did for Moses in the Red Sea. And the people walked across on dry ground and got into the promised land. So there they were. It was the beginning, but now they had other challenges. Now they had to start conquering the people that were living there, which God had already promised they would have that land. And the first big obstacle was Jericho. Jericho was a well fortified city, and it had been there for over 2,000 years at this time. The walls were strong. I mean, the people living inside of it were well protected. Well, the first challenge was to take Jericho. And so Joshua had this on his mind, on his heart. I can imagine trying to develop a battle plan. How do we attack this fortified city? And they know we're coming. Well, the first thing Joshua did was sent spies, did a little reconnaissance mission, I guess, get some intel on that enemy. And the spies got into the city, and God directed them to this woman named Rahab, who the Bible says was a prostitute. Um, they got there, and she knew who they were. She said, "We've been expecting you." The whole city, we all are trembling with fear because of what your God has done. See that what God did for the Israelites over those 40 years, how they left Egypt and how he protected them in that 40-year journey. That word got out, and people respected and feared God, sometimes more than the Israelites did themselves. Anyway, so um, when you're facing those challenges of life, know that God is going before us. If we just have your faith in him, be strong in him, know that God goes before us, and wait for him to part that river, part that Red Sea, whatever it is in your life. Trust him. Have a blessed day, my friends.